So as you can tell from the title, I'm doing my first Q&A. In a couple of my videos a few weeks back, I asked you all to send in some questions, so I'm finally making the time to sit down and film this. I have wrote down all of your questions in my notebook, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first question comes from Hannah Lawson, and she asks, how did you pick the name for your kiddos? So, for my daughter Riley, her name doesn't really have any significant meaning behind it or anything. It's just a name that I have always loved, and it is the only name that Josh and I could both agree on. And then for Boston, his name actually came from someone that I have followed on YouTube for years. I'm sure a lot of you know who I'm talking about because she has a huge following. But her name is Bonnie Holland. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but she has a son that is named Boston. And the very first time that I ever heard her mention his name, I fell in love, and I said, if I ever have a son, that's what I'm going to name him. The second question comes from Apple McQueen, and she asks, how did you decide to get into YouTube, and how long does it take to do a video start to finish? So, I have just always loved YouTube. I watch it more than I do TV, movies, anything like that. I'm just obsessed, and I have said for the last couple of years that I really want to do YouTube. It was always on my mind, so I set it as one of my New Year's resolutions, and I've stuck to it, and I never in a million years thought that I would have as many subscribers as I do now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. And then for the second part of the question, how long does it take to do a video start to finish? That's kind of hard to say because, you know, it's always different. On my What's for Dinner videos, it could be anywhere from a couple minutes a day to like 10 to 15 minutes, you know. And then when it comes to editing, that can take at least an hour for me. Sometimes it's a little more, but here recently I've been trying to like edit as I go. So like when the kids are in bed at nighttime, I'll try to edit like each day's clip so I don't have to do it all in one day. And that's been working out good. The third question comes from Ginger Parr. I hope I'm saying your last name right. She asks, how old are your kids and when does school start there? So Riley, she is 3 years old. She will be 4 on Halloween. And Boston is 1. He will be 2 on January 4th. And then school started on Monday. I'm pretty sure that was August 13th. Lindsay Blair, Jessica Rose, and Miss Kayla Marie asked, how did you and Josh meet? So we met through mutual friends. One of my friends was dating his good friend, and she gave me his number, and we started texting. I honestly can't remember who texted who first, but we texted for a few weeks before we actually met for the first time. And that was at a girl's birthday party that I played volleyball with. He was also invited to this party because they were friends. And we was standing around a bonfire, and he came up, and we just clicked. And he asked me out shortly after that. And that was almost 9 years ago. September 20th will be our 9-year anniversary. So that's crazy to me. The next question comes from Teresa Smith, and she asked, what made you decide to start a meals channel? So that kind of goes with the question that I answered earlier. It was just one of my New Year's resolutions. But also, I'm a part of a Facebook group called Mom's Kitchen, and it's just a place where people post pictures of their dinners and attach the recipes. And I just really enjoyed sharing my meals on there, and I would get a lot of private messages asking questions about the recipes and everything, and I just really liked helping people out, you know. I like sharing recipes with people. Also, I used to watch a girl on YouTube. Her name is Keisha Jaggers. I don't think she makes What's for Dinner videos anymore. But I just loved watching what she made every night. It was just so interesting to me. But I just thought to myself, I can totally do that. Instead of just posting pictures every day, I can make videos showing how I did it and all that stuff. I'm just happy that you all like it as much as I do. Her next question was, do you schedule your meals ahead of time for the week? Yes, I do. I am all about meal planning. I am not the type of person that can go to a grocery store and just buy random stuff and put a meal together. Like, I have to sit down and plan it. She asked if I shop for only those meals. Not really. I still have to buy stuff for Josh to take to work. Then I have to buy stuff to make separate meals for the kids because a lot of the times they won't eat what I cook, unfortunately. I can't wait till the day that they actually eat everything that I cook. But, and then I also buy stuff for like breakfast and snacks and little things like that. But I do stick to my meal plan. So the next question comes from Jessica Rose, Stephanie, and My Little WV Life. And this is a popular question. A lot of people want to know, where am I from? So I am from Kentucky, born and raised. I live in a small town called Irvin. Next question comes from Claire E, and she asked a lot of questions. She asked, what/who inspired you to start making videos? So I just kind of explained that about the Facebook group and the Keisha Jaggers. And then, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's hard because I like a lot of different types of food. But I would have to say definitely a loaded baked potato. That's like one of my favorite things ever. And a side salad and probably grilled chicken. What are your must-have kitchen gadgets/appliances? Definitely my air fryer. That is probably my #1 favorite appliance. I use it at least once a day. And a lot of people ask me what type of air fryer I have, and it's just the Farberware brand from Walmart. I love it. And then another one I would have to say is my crock pot. I use that a lot. And then she asked if I am a stay-at-home mom or working. I am a stay-at-home mom. The first year of Riley's life, I was still working at my previous job. So, you know, I've been on both sides of the fence, the working mom and the stay-at-home mom. I can say that they are both super hard. I had to take a break and go and get Boston. He woke up from his nap, and every time he wakes up from a nap, he is so cranky. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to try and finish this video. So, the next question from her was, what's your dream job if you're not already doing it? I have always said that I want to be an elementary school teacher, and I actually did go to college straight out of high school to pursue that, and I only lasted a semester and a half before I dropped out. I actually did really well. You know, I made good grades, but I was so overwhelmed. I was working a full-time job, going to school full-time, and the stress of the student loans was killing me. I didn't get scholarships or anything like that, so it was just really stressing me out. And honestly, I don't regret my decision. You know, I'm content with life right now. You know, maybe in the future that is something I might want to look back into. I don't know. We'll see. The next question comes from Metal Scraping Chick, and she asks, is there any particular food that you absolutely will not eat? Onions. I hate onions with a passion. I've hated them my whole life, and I don't see it ever changing. You want to say hi? Hi. Okay, the next question comes from Shay Mar 81, and she asks, what do you like most about being married? Do you want any more children? Favorite room in the house to clean? Least favorite room to clean? And share 5 facts about you. So, what do you like most about being married? I would have to say just growing together and experiencing life together. You know, like I said earlier, we have been together almost 9 years, so we are constantly changing and maturing, and we've done a lot of great things in the last 9 years, so I'm excited to see what the future holds for us.
Me too.
Do we want any more children? Absolutely not. We have our 2 kids. We are complete. We got our girl and our boy. I have 0% baby fever. I do not see us having any more kids. And then my favorite room in the house to clean, I would have to say probably my kitchen. Like, I hate doing dishes, but when my kitchen is clean, I am in such a better mood. So, I'll have to say my kitchen. And then my least favorite would definitely be the bathrooms. I hate cleaning bathrooms. And then 5 facts about me. I'm 24. My birthday is on September 11th. I am left-handed. I have 2 brothers.
And 2 free girls.
Yeah. And I worked at a sewing factory for Carhartt for almost 4 years. That was my previous job. And then for the last one, I had this guy without an epidural or any pain medicine. And that was definitely not my intentions. He just came so fast that there was no time for any of that. So that is also another reason why I do not want to have any more kids, because I never want to have to experience that again. That was terrible. Terrible. Haley Whitley asked, what is your dream vacation? So I had always wanted to go to Cancun, Mexico, and I got to go there for our honeymoon. It was amazing. It was so beautiful. Absolutely loved it. But for my next dream vacation, I would have to say probably the Grand Canyon. That is somewhere that I have always wanted to go, and I will go there eventually. The next question comes from Stephanie I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, I have no idea. But she asked, what is your normal daily routine, and is your oldest school aged? So Riley, no, she isn't school aged, but she will most likely be able to start preschool next year. And then she also asked, what is my normal daily routine? So we don't have like a set routine. It's constantly changing. But right now, it's pretty much when we wake up, the kids are starving. So I cook them some breakfast. And then I will sit down to have some coffee. And I will usually go through Pinterest and, try and find new recipes. And then check my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. And after they are done eating, they'll play with their toys and watch cartoons. And that's when I will try to get some cleaning done. And then for lunchtime, when I make our main meal of the day, that's when I film our What's for Dinner videos. And we just have our dinner early because of Josh's work schedule. Sleeps during the day, and then he leaves out for work at 4 p.m. and then he gets home around 6 a.m. in the morning. I like to have our dinner cooked before he goes to work, and that's our only time with him out of the day is to, sit down and eat a meal. After that, 2 or 3 days of the week, I will go to my parents' house. And then if I don't go to their house, we'll usually go and do like an activity, like go to the park or go on a walk or something like that. And then we'll come back. And then when we come back, I will feed the kids again. I'll usually have like leftovers from what I cooked earlier, or just like a light, quick put together meal. Then I'll give the kids a bath. We might watch a movie together. Usually read a book if they'll let me. And then we go to bed. We usually go to bed around like 9 p.m., including me. This question comes from Taylor Elmore. And she asked, what is your favorite show to watch? So I am a big Grey's Anatomy fan, but I have watched all of those episodes. So my current TV show that I'm loving is Castle Rock, and that plays on Hulu, and I absolutely love it. I think there's only like 5 or 6 episodes out. You have to wait every Wednesday for the next episode. So if anyone else is watching that show, let me know in the comments below. I highly recommend it if you aren't watching it. The last question comes from, I don't know if it's Sherry or Cherry, but I'm going to say Sherry Lynn. And she asked, what is your favorite dish to cook? And did you get your inspiration to cook from your dad? So I would have to say it's not really a dish. It's more of just throwing things together in a crock pot. But it is buffalo chicken dip. That is my all-time favorite food ever. I absolutely love it. I make it for pretty much all parties and get-togethers, and I haven't met one person that has not liked it. If you have never had buffalo chicken dip, you are missing out. You have to try it. The next time I make it, I will definitely film a recipe video. It's so simple and fast. I try not to make it too often because I can literally eat the whole thing. And then to answer her last question about did I get my inspiration to cook from my dad, I would say yeah, a little bit. He has always loved to be in the kitchen, and everything he makes is so delicious. And I would say the other half of my inspiration is I just love food. Obviously, I just love cooking up yummy food. It makes me happy. It makes everyone around me happy. It's just what I love to do, and it's one of the things that I feel I'm decent at. So hopefully I didn't miss any of your questions. Thank you so much to everyone that sent questions in. And if you like these types of videos, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.